Okay, welcome to the world of SEO Battlezone. I am your host, Garrett Sussman of iPullRank, and I am joined today by two fine gentlemen who are going to battle it out each week on topics in the world of SEO. Are they allowed to say it depends? I don't know, but we're going to get controversial up in here. In one corner, coming in for decades of SEO experience from hot Atlanta, he is representing all that is data, structured data, schema, e-commerce. He knows it inside and out. The one, the only, the flying dinosaur, Zach Chahalis. And in the other side, the other corner, we have the most ridiculous rapper, creative, analytical, meeting side by side, the Mike King. He's been doing this on conference stage to in your face, bringing it home. The CEO and founder of iPullRank, Michael King. Are you gentlemen ready to battle it out on SEO today?
I don't know if I'm ready to face the flying dinosaur. See, like Charizard?
I'm old. Hey,
decades?
Look, I just got wished my happy 66th birthday by someone a couple weeks ago. So, I mean, why not?
Okay, this is how it's going to work. We're going to go round by round where these two gentlemen will battle each other, giving their sides of the debate. In round one, each gentleman will have 2 minutes to state their opinion. When time is up, they'll each be given 2 minutes to rebut, and then we will have a closing argument. Starting off, we have Zach Chahalis. You have 2 minutes to give your opinion on, is Google going in the right direction as a discovery engine? Your time starts now.
That's entirely debatable. It depends on the purpose of what they're trying to do. In my opinion, they are becoming more of a, hey, we want to keep everyone on our search engine rather than go anywhere else. But as a discovery search engine, the algorithm is still limiting them in terms of what they can show there. They've gotten better. They've added things around rich snippets and feature results, and people also ask answers. But from a discovery perspective, no. I mean, if you're still having to scroll through someone's entire life story to get to a recipe, I think is one of the examples I've seen recently. What is the benefit of doing that? You're wasting your time kind of going through that. Whereas, I think TikTok and even Instagram to a point have gotten a lot better at predicting, oh, this type of person likes this content. Let's show them other pieces of content that are somewhat related to it, and then see if you kind of continue to doom scroll down that alley.
Thank you, Zach. And now for his response, the one, the only, Mike King. We're putting 1 minute on the clock. Go.
I don't think it's the right move for the product. I think that, search is, of course, always going to be a thing. Like, no matter what channel we're on, like, we're always going to be searching for things. Google trying to go more in the direction as a reaction to TikTok being the biggest website or the most visited website. It feels like a knee-jerk reaction. And I'm more fearful that they're not going to focus enough on improving the search product by going in this direction. I don't think it's a good thing. I don't think it is going to yield improvements. And in fact, I'm hard pressed to believe that people even really use visual search as much as Google is indicating that they do.
Okay, for round two, the big question is, if Google shouldn't become a search discovery engine, what direction should they go? What should they be doing to improve their crap search quality results? Zach, I'm putting 2 minutes on the clock. Go.
I mean, I think the big thing is actually providing relevant results to users. The amount of times that we're seeing something in search results that is just not relevant or completely wrong is still way too high for as advanced as the search engine has supposedly gotten over the last several years. We're kind of in a position where it's just providing incorrect information. Even when it comes to something like image search, multi-search, Google Lens, all of that, it's far from perfect. I mean, the amount of times that we're seeing issues with the artificial intelligence around image detection, completely detecting the wrong thing. How does that make that a better user experience for anyone? So that's just not providing any value right now. I think if Google wants to kind of do a little bit better in the discovery search side, I mean, they own YouTube. They could be doing better there if they're trying to provide that information. As someone who likes just scrolling YouTube videos in their free time around cars or different things, the amount of time I'm getting recommended content that has nothing to do with anything I'm interested in is basically just a longer form version of what TikTok's doing with video content. So work on actually improving that. Work on providing some quality video content that's actually related to what I'm searching for at the time.
Okay, putting 2 minutes on the clock for Mr. Mike King. What should Google do? Go.
I think Google should Google should focus on improving their personalization. We've talked about search personalization for forever at this point, but I feel like there should be, effectively like an algorithm that represents you. And I think that's where we were going with Google Now and things like that. But it seems like that's kind of gotten lost. And I think that should be easily toggleable when you're like, you know what, I feel like I'm in a filter bubble. Cool. Let me turn this off so I can see what everyone would see for this query, because they have so much data at this point, and there's no reason that you shouldn't get precisely what you're looking for every time for any query. And just the ability to really like extrapolate based on the data that they have and what results you've clicked on over time and so on. Like, they use that in a variety of ways. They use that in ad products. They use it in YouTube, like Zach is saying. But I really feel like they should refine that so that you really have something that's like kind of like your algorithmic avatar that can find what you want and be more predictive in the way that we saw them beginning with Google Now.
Okay, in round 3, the final question. Do you think that Google can actually improve their search results? Zach, go.
It depends on how we're defining improvement. I think iteratively, they will continue to get better over time. They've proven that they continue to get better over time. Will they ever get perfect? No. I think that they should focus their attention on doing that rather than trying to compete in spaces that they're not readily able to compete in. Google Stadia and Google Plus being prime examples of wasted time, energy, and money. So if they take that investment and actually put it into search, I think that they could improve it, but I don't think it's ever going to be deemed as perfect.
Okay. Mr. King, what is your final take? Will Google improve?
Yes, Google will improve. I mean, they've got thousands of people that just work on search. Like, it's not realistic to expect they won't improve. A lot of the things that have improved in information retrieval in general are a function of technological improvements that started at Google. So I don't think it's realistic to expect that they won't improve. It's just, we're gonna have to deal with a lot of distractions on the way there. And I think what we're discussing right now is an example of one of those distractions. And the reality of it is, I don't think anyone is ever going to be better at search than Google is. And really what we're talking about is like the thing that will kill Google eventually, like, I don't know, 20, 30 years from now, isn't going to be another search engine. It's going to be another type of channel, which is why they're so scared of TikTok. In the same way that Facebook was scared of WhatsApp and Instagram and so on, because they understood that these different modes of communication could take their users. And then what happens if WhatsApp would have ever had a timeline? It would have been a wrap for them, right? So what we're seeing right now is a fear of, proactive discovery, or I don't know, random discovery, whatever you want to call what TikTok's feed is. Google is fearful that that's going to supplant how people find things. And so if we're talking about like query driven search, whether that's implicit or explicit queries, No, Google is not going to be beaten because, again, they just have so much data and no one could ever beat them from like a cold start. Like someone would have to buy Google or something like that for that to happen. And, you know, the reality of it is they have some of the smartest minds in the world. And also by leveraging the open source community, when they put something like, you know, their language models out there, which then yields GPT-3, which then yields Google getting that back and using that to inform search and things like that. It's just, you know, they're going to always get better at that part of it. But I don't know that they're going to create the product that competes with the product that's going to beat Google.
Make sure they all.
There you have it. 2 different opinions, kind of on the same side. So what do you think? Do you think Google's going to get better? Do you think Google's going in the right direction? Let us know and keep your eyes peeled for the next episode of SEO Battlezone. I'm joined by Zach Chahalis and Michael King of iPullRank. My name is Garrett Sussman. We'll catch you.